Ever wonder what goes on inside the mind of an appraiser? Well, let's find out on What Works Now.
AOL Real Estate, helping you find out what works now.
Meet Paula Solda, an appraiser with 22 years in the business. Let's tag along and see what the appraisal process is like from his point of view.
So what's more important to you? Is it the condition of everything or the amenities that are in the room?
Well, I'm looking at the condition and the amenities. The condition is certainly important. Buyers like to see a house that's been well kept and ready to move into.
So what can a seller do to boost the appraisal of his home?
Well, as an appraiser, I'm looking through the eyes of the typical buyer. So what buyers are looking for, and this is a perfect example, is a modern kitchen. And this would be an excellent way to increase the value of a home.
So what in this kitchen do you actually like and is adding value to the appraisal?
Well, absolutely. These granite countertops look very nice, and this is the kind of thing that buyers are looking for. It also looks like there's custom cabinetry here, and I see a nice glass tile backsplash. It's hard to say on a percentage how a kitchen or a bath, a renovation, or any type of renovation is going to affect the value of a property. It really depends on the neighborhood. You don't want to be the best house on the block. Your neighbors are pulling your value down. You'd actually prefer to be the worst house on the block because your neighbors are going to be pulling your value up. If you overspend on a kitchen or bath renovation or any renovation, you're much less likely to recoup that investment in the market. If you spend wisely and improve your property to what's normal for that neighborhood, you're likely, particularly with kitchens and baths, to recoup your investment and often more. The biggest problems that I run into are homes that have really not been kept up. Lack of maintenance, lack of modernization. I've been in homes that look like there haven't been an open can of paint in that house for 20 years. And that is a turnoff to any buyer, and it's a turnoff to me as an appraiser.
Once the appraisal is completed, it's sent to the lender for review. Now that figure can make or break a sale.
As a homeowner, anytime that there's an appraiser coming to your property or a property that you're involved in a transaction with, it's probably a good idea for you to ask them, are they familiar with that neighborhood? Do they have geographic competence? And if they don't, then the homeowner should be calling the lender and saying, I think the wrong appraiser is coming to look at my property. They really don't know my area, because the appraisal can put an end to a purchase transaction. There are different options that arise when the appraisal comes in less than what the contract price is. The buyer can take more money out of their pocket and make up the difference. They can go back to the seller and try and renegotiate the price, or they can walk away from the deal.
All right, so is that it?
That's it. So just keep in mind, my job as the appraiser is to look through the eyes of the typical buyer. If it's good for the typical buyer, it's going to be good for the appraisal.
Okay, thank you, Paul. So there you have it. If you need an appraisal, now you know what to expect and what you can do to boost the value of your home.
For more great videos, log on to realestate.aol.com.